Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to the first channel update of 2014. Yeah, big thing, I guess. Okay, just checking the date. I believe today is January 6th, although it could potentially go up on January 7th, but I believe it's going up on the 26th. Excuse me. Okay, so anyway, Pikmin is of course over. Sad because I really did enjoy that. I love the Pikmin. And I had a lot of fun recording it too, but you know, every project must come to an end. So, I guess the major thing I want to talk about is actually I'm going to be asking you guys for help picking some future projects because I have lots of games I would like to do at some point in the next year or two, but really I don't know exactly what you guys want when. And like I said, I have a lot of games to think about, like on a lot of different systems as well. Let's see, we've got PS3 games, PS2 games, Wii/GameCube, even a couple of PC games. So there's a lot of stuff that I could be playing in the future. And I'm going to be asking you guys to, first of all, go ahead and suggest any games you'd like to see in the comments. But now I'm going to start listing some of those games. Oh, and by the way, just as a shout out, go check out, I've got her linked on my channel and hopefully in the description, Gray Robinson, friend of mine that goes to my school. She's only a freshman, but she's a decent singer, and I'd say go check her out. Pretty good at it. She's actually, for any of you guys that are like 16 or 15, she's very pretty too. So anyway, off of that, what I do want to get to is the games. First of all, for PS3, actually, you know what, I'm going to start with PS2. I'd like to do quite a few different PS2 games. I would love to do Thrillville one day because there isn't a Let's Play of it on YouTube, but I have never actually 100%ed it and I never probably will be able to. So yeah, probably not going to do that, but Call of Duty 2 Big Red One is definitely a game I would love to do one day because that's one of my favorite Call of Duties. That's one, and then I would also like to do something with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I have a few different ideas for that. Actually, two different ideas. One of my ideas is basically to do just a galactic conquest. And that would at least be, that would be a lot of fun. And it wouldn't take horribly long, but it would probably take the length of like, probably longer than Pikmin, but it would still be a semi-longer project than some of them. That aside, the other thing I would like to do is potentially one day do a co-op Let's Play of that game with my friend Marshall, because he's a huge Star Wars Battlefront fan, and I would love to do like a co-op Let's Play of that with him one day, because that would be really fun. Of the Rise of the Empire campaign, of course. Because I will admit, Rise of the Empire can actually be kind of difficult on especially on your first playthroughs of it, but even solo, it can actually be pretty challenging. It can even be challenging in multiplayer at times. But yeah, guys, those are some ideas for that, and I would also like to do LEGO Star Wars 2 one day. However, I have noted before that there is an unfortunate glitch in the game that prevents me from being able to complete Episode 6 of Super Story. Now, I could very easily probably buy a copy of the game for the PS2 somewhere, because I'm sure it doesn't cost all that much. So I would say there is the possibility of that being done at some point. The only issue is with like the original LEGO Star Wars, nobody had ever done a Let's Play of it that was to 100% that I could find. This one had a lot more popularity to it, but it is a better game, so I will definitely consider doing that in the future. Let's see, I don't plan to do Call of Duty Finest Hour, just so you know, I'm not a fan of that. I don't really intend to do Mercenaries 1 either, because it is so much harder than Mercenaries 2. Partially the way just the missions work and the world's like harder to go around in. It's not really as fun to mess around in, even if it is actually a better game. Destroy All Humans 1. That is probably going to be a request from some people, and I have some reservations about doing that game. And one of those being that the majority of the game's completion percentage comes from collecting the alien probes or whatever that like give you additional XP to upgrade with, or DNA, I mean. So it doesn't make for the most exciting game, because I mean, sure, I could just edit them all together into a few videos, but it's still not really super interesting, considering that's like 80% of the game's completion. So, I don't know. I will consider it, but I'm not sure yet. Now, I do actually intend to do quite a few more GameCube Wii games in the future. Like I've said before, I don't really intend to do Pikmin 2 because I've never 100%ed it either. However, I do have a lot of other games. Call of Duty 3 on the Wii is something I would like to do eventually, even though it is on the Wii, because it would probably make for some rage-induced moments and stuff because the controls are so bad because it was an early era Wii game. Yeah, that's one. I would also consider doing. Trying to think of any. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy. It is a Wii game, and the only issue I have with that is how overdone it is. It's like a lot of those other games, it's so overdone. And then there's really a lot of GameCube games, and I mean, I can't even really scratch the surface on how many there are that I could do because I have like probably 60 or 70 GameCube games. And now some of them are obviously not Let's Playable. Some of them are like Mario Party and Mario Sports and stuff. But some of them would definitely be Playable, whatever you want to call it. Fairly Odd Parents Breaking Da Rules is one of them. Because that's a decent game, and I could have some fun Let's Playing that. Probably making fun of it at times, but I could do that, definitely. And I would be interested in doing Chibi Robo, but I just don't think a whole lot of people would be too interested in that. I do kind of like the game, but the problem is it gets really boring as it goes on, so I don't really know if I want to do that. Let's see, what other games do I have? Shark Tale, maybe? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm just naming off some various GameCube games I have, and like I said, please suggest any games that you might like to see or any of these that you really like. So, I mean, I have also like the SpongeBob movie game, but it's basically just a recoloring of Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's really not worth it. It's not as good. And on that subject, Plankton's Robotic Revenge, the sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom, I will never do that because that game was garbage. It was a PS3 generation game. It was terrible. I am not ever going to Let's Play that. Or, not necessarily terrible, it was just extremely repetitive and it was a boring platinum trophy hunt. Anyway, what else is there for GameCube? Just think about a lot of the more kids games that you might enjoy because there are quite a few even on that system. And yeah, I mean, a lot of them are also like Mario games like Mario Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion. And once again, not that I'm against Let's Playing those games, it's just that they are kind of overdone in a sense. So yeah. But any kids games that you can think of that you might enjoy seeing, that there's a good chance I'll have some of them if they came out on the GameCube. And then, yeah, I might also be interested in doing, I forgot about this is a PS2 game, just doing like a really short mini Let's Play, because I've considered doing some mini Let's Plays in the future of games that would be, between like 4 and 8 parts long of Arctic Thunder for the PS2. That might be kind of fun just to play it, have some fun with it, even though I wouldn't be like going for gold medals and stuff. It would just be kind of fun to do. That, and then actually another mini Let's Play I have an idea for, or a couple of mini Let's Plays, are PC games. And those PC games are SpongeBob Employee of the Month. I would love to do that because that's a good SpongeBob game, and it would not be a joke project, it would be just a mini Let's Play, because it would be really short, probably like 5 or 6 videos at most. And then that would be kind of fun to do one day. And then also Nicktoons Basketball. That is one of my favorite PC games of all time, and I would love to do that at some point. So consider that a possibility as well, because that would be like really, really fun. And now that brings us logically to the PS3 and 360. And with the 360, the only game I can think of that I would want to do, and about the only game I still have on my 360, is actually Dead Rising 2. But I have a feeling that if I'm going to do Dead Rising 2, I'm probably going to do Off the Record, because the only advantage doing the original Dead Rising 2 is that it has DLCs. But I would kind of prefer to do Off the Record because I think that overall it can be a more entertaining game because it has, I think, more to it. Even if it isn't necessarily a great game. I think Dead Rising 2 was a better game, but Off the Record does have a lot more to it. So there's always the possibility that one of those could be done. And actually, I'm working on platinuming Dead Rising 2 Off the Record right now. I'm up to 42 platinum trophies, by the way, and hopefully with that and Red Dead Redemption in the next couple of weeks, hopefully get up to 44 by the end of the month. Anyway, with that, those are possibilities. And then also for the PS3, there aren't too many games I can think of off the top of my head that I really want to do, but I think that there are going to be some GameFly games I can find that I would enjoy. But The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, I know it came out like a year ago, but I wouldn't mind doing that because I was pretty good at the game back when it came out. I platinumed it pretty fast. I would consider The Last of Us, but I'm not so sure I want to do that because I've never been quite as good at the heavily story-based games like that for Let's Plays. Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2 could both be possibilities, but I don't know. Killzone 2 maybe one day, or Killzone HD would actually probably have a better chance because that game's pretty fun. Then again, I did beat that, getting the Platinum Trophy using cheats, but either way, yeah, that's that. I might like to do something with Minecraft one of these days. Yeah, just join the billion other people that play it as well. What else is there? There are other LEGO games as well, primarily the original LEGO Indiana Jones. And actually, now that I think about it, that's actually a Wii game. I was sort of thinking that was a PS3 game, or I have it on the Wii. That one would be fun because that's the other one that I've 100%ed, and I wouldn't mind doing that, actually. I wouldn't. And I almost forgot another Wii game that I had almost forgot, like I said, is Barnyard. And I could definitely get it down to be under 40 parts like I originally thought. I don't know why I thought that, because when I originally was timing it, I was doing it in like 15-minute segments. I could definitely get that time down easily. So, yeah, that's definitely a possibility. And I would actually kind of have some fun Let's Playing that. I think it would be kind of funny. And that would be 100%, by the way. And then, let's see. That's all that I can actually think of at this moment. But like I said, if you can think of other games that you'd like me to Let's Play, please feel free to let me know. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Infamous. Cannot forget that. That is one of my primary ones I want to do all the missions of it. I'd love to do Infamous. Now, that's basically it. So please let me know of any suggestions you may have of any games you would like me to Let's Play, if you liked any of these choices. And yeah, that's basically it. In other news for the channel, I'm approaching 500 subscribers. Hopefully we'll reach that in within a couple of months. I'm up to 42 platinum trophies, like I said, so trophy hunting's going quite well. And by the way, if you're ever getting deleted from my friends list, it's because you've been offline for like probably close to 2 months and I don't really know you. And I might be deleting people for that just because, I mean, whenever I'm trophy hunting with people, I tend to have to join boosting sessions with like a lot of people in them. So I add quite a few new friends. So it's nothing personal, it's just because I'm trophy hunting. Feel free to send me a friend request at any time if you wish. That's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this channel update. I hope you guys will give me some good suggestions. Like I said, go check out Gray Robinson, like I said before. And yeah, guys, that is basically it. So I will see you guys probably in a few days. Once I've got in a few votes and poll results, I will start recording my next Let's Play, and it should be up in the next few days, probably about 3 days or so from now. For now, it'll probably just be a few more special videos or no uploads, and then once I know what I'm going to do, I will start recording it, and I will start uploading it. So, see you guys then!